Samsung Galaxy A33 5G review, better than its predecessor in almost every area. Samsung is relaunching its smartphones from the successful Galaxy A series. Due to high demand, the Galaxy A smartphones have only slowly evolved over the past few years, so why change a successful formula? This year, however, things are somewhat different, as our Galaxy A33 5G review sample shows. The Galaxy A33 5G contains a few improvements over its Galaxy A32 5G predecessor. Aside from the slightly smaller form factor, now 6.4 instead of 6.5 inches, the biggest change is the screen. Instead of a low-contrast TFT-LCD, an AMOLED screen is used. A more modern SoC and IP67 certification have also been thrown in. In terms of case, the Samsung Galaxy A33 5G resembles the Galaxy A32 5G nearly down to the last detail, except for the different form factor. Buyers still get a high-quality and stable plastic chassis, the front of which is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. The selfie camera is nested in a teardrop-shaped recess. The front and back of the Galaxy A33 5G, which is available in white, black, light blue and a bright peach orange, are held together by a smooth and glossy frame. The matte back cover is slightly rubberized, which makes the smartphone feel very good to use. The weight amounts to a light 186 grams. While the arrangement of the four lenses on the back has not changed compared to the Galaxy A32 5G, the design is different. The camera module no longer sits flat in the casing, but clearly protrudes outwards, with the edges blending smoothly into the back cover. Another new feature is the IP67 certification against dust and water. Samsung offers the Galaxy A33 5G in only one configuration, 6GB RAM and 128GB UFS 2.2 storage, for around $270. The actual storage space amounts to 98GB in brand new or factory state. Samsung has removed the 3.5 jack of the predecessor, so wired audio devices can only be used via a USB-C adapter. In addition to NFC, the smartphone also contains Bluetooth 5.1 and thus a somewhat more up-to-date version of the wireless communication standard, Galaxy A32 5G, Bluetooth 5.0. The OTG-enabled USB-C port works at USB 2.0 speed. The Galaxy A33 5G supports DRM Widevine L1, but the Camera 2 API only comes with the support level limited. Third-party camera apps that are installed therefore have limited access to the camera features. The microSD/SIM slot can accommodate either a microSD card and a nano SIM card or two nano SIM cards. With our Angelbird AV Pro V60 microSD reference card, the Galaxy A33 5G achieves solid read and write performance rates that are slightly higher overall than the Galaxy A32 5G. Samsung equips the Galaxy A33 5G with Android 12 and its in-house One UI 4.1 user interface. At the time of review, end of June, the Android security patches were still from April 1st and thus not quite up to date. Aside from the obligatory Google apps and a collection of proprietary apps, only a handful of third-party apps such as Facebook, TikTok and Spotify are pre-installed. Excluding Microsoft OneDrive, all of these can be uninstalled. Samsung is focusing on longevity for its current smartphone and tablet generation, promising up to 4 generations of Android OS upgrades as well as 5 years of security updates. No other manufacturer in the Android field currently offers more. With 17 4G bands and 12 5G bands, Samsung's Galaxy A33 5G offers good mobile coverage, so reception problems should hardly ever occur. The smartphone communicates via Wi-Fi 5 in local networks, but does not make use of MIMO antenna technology to speed up data transfers. The WLAN transfer rates, determined with our ASUS ROG Rapture GT AXE 11000 reference router, are therefore not exactly inspiring. However, they fall well within the range of what can be expected from Wi-Fi 5 and are very stable in both the send and receive directions. Localization of the Galaxy A33 5G takes place via GPS, L1, Galileo, E1, GLONASS, L1, Beidou, B1, and QZSS with an accuracy of up to 4 meters indoors and up to 3 meters outdoors. The Galaxy A33 5G also provides rather accurate positioning data in everyday use. Compared with the Garmin Venu 2, it recorded our approximately 10-kilometer bike ride almost just as precisely. The Galaxy A33 5G delivers solid voice quality and can suppress loud ambient noise quite efficiently. Communication via the speaker also works quite well. However, voices become a bit muffled when we move further away from the microphone. The same happens when we speak quietly. Either 2 nano SIM cards or 1 nano SIM card and 1 micro SD card fit into the smartphone's hybrid slot. VoLTE and WLAN calling are supported. In terms of official specs, the Samsung Galaxy A33 5G has almost the same camera equipment as the Galaxy A32 5G, but the 48MP main camera now has an optical image stabilizer that makes taking pictures easier. The remaining lenses on the back cover are occupied by an 8MP ultra-wide-angle camera, f2.2, a 5MP macro camera, f2.4, and a 2MP depth camera, f.2.4. The main camera, f1.8, AF, OAS, takes 12MP photos in standard mode via pixel binning. In daylight, photos are good and detailed, but lose some sharpness at the edges and are distorted by image artifacts when zooming. The activation of night mode can provide for decent pictures in low light conditions, but dark areas could use more lighting. Overall, the image quality is absolutely fine for mid-range conditions as long as you are content with the strong colors that are typical of Samsung smartphones. The rest of the camera setup lags somewhat behind the main camera. Images with the ultra-wide-angle camera are clearly distorted towards the edges and quickly become pixelated when zooming in. The 2MP macro camera, which works with a focus range of 3 to 5 centimeters, can take interesting pictures, but they are not so detailed due to the low resolution. The selfie camera has a resolution of 13MP, delivers a solid image quality, and produces decent blur effects in portrait mode. Like the main camera, it can record videos in 4K UHD at 30 FPS. However, video stabilization only works up to a maximum of 1080p at 30 FPS in both cases, just like switching between the main camera and the ultra-wide-angle camera during recording. In terms of display, the Galaxy A33 5G makes a big leap forward compared to its predecessor. While the Galaxy A32 5G had to make do with a low-resolution TFT-LCD screen and a frame rate of 60 Hz, Samsung has flipped things around with the successor. The Galaxy A33 5G offers a bright 90Hz AMOLED screen with a resolution of 2400 by 1080, the same as its 6.5-inch Galaxy A sister model, the Galaxy A53 5G. This also provides our 6.4-inch review sample with a high pixel density of 441 ppi, which makes displayed content nice and sharp. On average, the AMOLED panel achieves a luminance of around 695 candelas per square meter, which is practically as bright as the screen of the Galaxy A53 5G. We even get up to 1092 candelas per square meter from the screen in evenly distributed bright and dark areas. APL-18 measurement. Without the brightness sensor, the luminance drops to a maximum of 387 candelas per square meter. At the lowest brightness setting, the screen still shines with 2.2 candelas per square meter, or 1.82 candelas per square meter when you activate the extra dimming in the Android settings under Input Help. The AMOLED screen flickers in a range of 178.1 to 366.2 Hz, which should not bother most users. A DC dimming mode that counteracts the PWM flickering is not available in the Android settings.